many thank yous to those of you that wished me a happy birthday yesterday. While it was not really a particularly eventful day, it was one spent in good company. I went out and had lunch with my mom, who was in town for the day, and went out and had coffee with a friend, came back home, relatives came over, did not expect them to come over, and that was not really too fun. But hey, you know, that's the day, that's how it goes sometimes. Anyways, I have a short UU match against Swagtastic. And I've been using this team a lot lately, so expect to see it a little bit more often, I suppose, whenever I decide to upload UU. Now, you'll probably notice he had Mold Breaker. It plays into, you know, no relevance at all. Mainly because, you know, I'm able to Pursuit Trap him in the upcoming turns as I decide to set up the Stealth Rocks. Now, because he has Zen Headbutt and he led off with this Victini, and because I actually lived the Zen Headbutt, which is Stab as well, I'm thinking that he's probably Scarfed. So I decided to go out into my my Weavile. Now what I can do is I can, you know, as I previously mentioned, Pursuit Trap him. And because I set up the Stealth Rocks, I'm pretty damn confident that a Stab boosted Pursuit will, if not kill him, bring him definitely below 75%, which it does. It, like, leaves him with the tiniest fucking nub. And this just means that he can use it for switch fodder later to get a safe switch off of a U-turn or something like that if he really wants to. But I don't think I have U-turn on this team at all. I could be mistaken, but I don't think I do. So he brings in a Reggie, going to take a little bit of rocks damage, whatnot. I decide that I do not want to get T-Wave because I know the Reggies carry that from time to time. Plus, I just don't want to take an offensive move. It's basic. Weavile's kind of that poke that it's like, if you know you can't kill the opponent, you need to get out of there because Weavile's not going to take more than one hit very reliably unless it's from something extremely defensive. So right there, I decide, you know, I value getting one layer of Toxic Spikes more than I value you know, my actual Nidoqueen, since she's already gotten the Stealth Rocks and the one layer of Toxic Spikes up. That's more than I expected, and that kind of works out for me. Now, this team has all three hazards, which is something I don't normally use. It's pretty good synergetically, but it's actually weak to this very Pokemon I'm using right now, which is a Scarf Victini. Now, if I were to lose my own Scarf Victini, I would probably be fucked. So I don't have anything to take on Scarf Victini. I may swap that out in the near future. I don't know if my Empoleon can actually take a Scarf Victini hit reliably because it's not a defensive set, and that's why I question it. But after I kill off his Regice with a V-Create, he's just going to go ahead and switch in his Victini right now, which I found a little weird. Like, you keep that for score purposes in case it came down to a draw at the end. If you know you didn't switch that out, you still would have won. But it just kind of goes with that. I don't know. It was just, to me, it was a weird turn to send that in, because it played no relevance whatsoever. Maybe he just forgot about the rocks, I don't know. But I'm going to switch in my wall-breaking Crobat. Now, this Crobat is pretty interesting. I discovered this set in Kazo's database, I believe, and I really like it. I think it's got like max HP and max speed or something like that. But you run like Brave Bird, Taunt, Roost, and Super Fang. Now, what Super Fang does, for those of you that haven't seen it, well, I won't be able to use it right here because it's a Ghost type, and Super Fang is a normal type move. But what Super Fang does is it cuts the opponent's HP in half, directly in half. So you can use it for those Pokemon that like to rest. You know, after they rest, you bring it in, you taunt it so it can't sleep talk, and you Super Fang it twice, and all of a sudden it's at 25% of its HP, barring lefties recover and whatnot. And it's just very potent for taking those things out, such as Melodic and whatnot. Things that don't really have super effective moves. I mean, that's how you would muscle through them. Like right now, what I'm doing with this Dusknoir, while I'm not Super Fanging it with the help of some one layer of Toxic Spikes, it's actually getting the job done pretty well, as you can see. So it makes sure that he can't Paint Split, he can't burn me, he can't get more residual damage, or passive damage rather, other than the Shadow Sneak. So I decided Brave Bird right there. Don't really know what he ended up doing right there, since he could have Shadow Sneak for some more damage, knowing that I would have killed him. And that play will actually come into play, I believe, very shortly, as he decides to go into his Machamp, or at least what I thought was his Machamp. Now, if you notice, he took neutral Stealth Rocks damage, meaning that this is a Zoroark. I know I have enough speed invested to outspeed either of them, barring a Scarf Zoroark, which definitely would have caught me off guard right there. But the thing I don't know is whether or not I can take a Night Daze. Now, if he went for the Shadow Sneak on the earlier turn, then he would have taken me out right here. But the thing is that he didn't. He left me at like 37, and that's pretty nice. So he ends up taking himself out to poison damage. And as much as I would like to roost it off, the fact that he died to poison means that I will not be able to. And I don't really want anything on my team to take a bullet punch. I feel like the rest of my team can handle this Machamp. Like, Victini can fire off one good V-Create, and hopefully that'll kill it off. If not, I think Empoleon can take it out, since I think I have a decent amount of speed invested in that, being an offensive set and everything. But I'm going to send in Victini because I don't have the Zen Headbutt, and I think V-Create is just fucking awesome anyway. I might as well just go for it, see how much it does. If not, kill it. If it does, great. If it doesn't, then I got plenty of options in the background, including a Frostlass who doesn't want to take a Bullet Punch, but if I need to clean up, I will. So, fortunately, I do end up taking it out, and I believe his last one is a Sceptile, meaning that the instant this Victini comes out and in, it is going to be my game. And plus, he takes the Toxic Spikes right here. He knows I'm going to have to switch out, so he decides to sub up. Now, subbing while you're poisoned is probably a bad idea. I would have just gone for the Focus Blast right here, you know, just to get a sure kill, but, you know, I understand if he wants to do that. Now, the thing is since my Victini is Scarfed, I could also just U-turn and keep breaking his sub until he were to whittle himself down owing to the recoil and the after-turn damage. But I guess for the Focus Blast, leaves me on 7 because I have not taken any prior damage. Gonna go for the Ice Beam, take out his sub, and because I'm Life Orb, I will kill myself at the end of the turn, but that means I have a safe switch in to an exposed Sceptile with a Scarf Victini, meaning that is going to be my game. So, if you guys enjoyed it, you're welcome to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe, do your thing. I saw the ratings from yesterday, and I'm just sitting there thinking, like, why can't that be an everyday thing? Like, if that many of you guys watch my videos, you know, just show me your support, you know. I'm not saying you don't enjoy my videos otherwise, but, you know, you click the button. That is literally what it's there for. Like, if you like it, then like the video, you know. That's what I do. So, as I mentioned, you know, if you enjoyed it, you're welcome to do that. Otherwise, I don't think I have anything else coming up for you today. This week is going to be a little bit slow in terms of video production just because of the weather. It's fucking awful outside. So, with that in mind, I will see you guys. Oh, Turning People, finish up your shit, and I will see you tomorrow.